Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the 2025 Tabletop Gaming Meowrathon. We lost a year last year, but we're getting it back this year. I hope we have a good old time. I kind of missed doing it, so I'm excited to do it again. First off, I want to show a video from Simply Cats, uh, just to show kind of what they do.
Right eye is closed. I know, friends. Left
Yep. And Pickles was actually one of our fosters. We took her in with all her little babies. And there she is with her babies after getting nice and healthy. And then she was recently adopted alongside someone else, and they are getting along great. So, we saved a life. And then on top of that, on the kitty cam throughout these games, you're going to see a bunch of little ones running around. Those are those little babies, and they are crazy. And they will be going back to Simply Cats on Monday. So, likely sometime next week, they're all going to be available for adoption. So, if any of them tickle your fancy, uh, they're probably going to be available. So, in a couple minutes, we'll start our first game, Fistful of Fur with Geoff. So, stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome. First game. We've got D&D
Woohoo.
Fistful of Fur with Geoff. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of introductions and then we'll get the ball rolling. We'll start with Geoff. Geoff, who are you and do you have anything you want to promote to people?
I'm Geoff. I will be the DM for this session. I'm a regular on most of the OD&D podcasts. And I guess I don't have anything really to promote to right now at this second, other than I do apologize. Our two cats are just out of kitten stage and like to jump up onto my lap and pester me at random intervals. But
I do have an
and I
episode
guess
of a Fistful of
I don't have
Dice in the
anything
can.
really to promote.
Just have not had time to
right
actually
now at
put it
this
together
second,
to upload
other
it.
than I do
So
apologize.
you can shill that
our
because you're the
two
DM of that
cats
as well.
are
So
just
if you
out
like
of
what
the
he
kitten
does here
stage
today,
and
you'll probably like that
to
one.
jump up onto
Yes.
my lap and pester me. And we need to have another session of that. It's been a couple of weeks. So
All right, Rosemary.
Yes, hello. My name is Rosie. I am a musician, composer, personality, maker of things, based out of somewhere in Ohio. I am here to be playing with all of you today. Yes, hello. My name is Rosie.
Milady.
I am a
Hi, I'm Azbat, the token Brit for this session. Common interloper. I've been here since the very first Meowrathon. Good lord, some time now. Dan
And
and
you
Geoff
keep-
put up with me.
you keep choosing my game too. I don't know why.
I like to torment you. What can I say? I'm Azbat, the token Brit for this session. You can find me if you like my particular brand of chaos. You can find me over on my own corner of Twitch, which is Twitch/Lady Azabat, where I play a lot of roleplay streams and other variety things such as Destiny, Killing Floor, Power Wash, other cozy stuff and things, whatever I feel like at the time. I do crafting. You can find me if you like my particular brand of chaos. You
might like it.
Come on down.
Twitch,
which is Twitch/Lady Azabat, where I play a lot of roleplay streams
Next.
and other variety things
And
such
then
as Destiny,
Squeaky.
Killing Floor, Power.
Hello, I'm Squeaky or
Other
Kimberly.
cozy
Kimberly's
stuff
my
and
name,
things, whatever
my
I feel like at the
legal
time. I do
name.
crafting.
That is a great name to use for me. I also go by Squeaky. This
Come on
is
down.
Valkyrie. She is a Simply Cats alumni, and she's driving me crazy. And yeah, I'm one of the OD&D folks. I participate in as much of the OD&D stuff as I have attention for. And I'm here in Boise, and that's the end, I suppose. Oh, Dan, did you see the in
Yeah,
chat? Okay.
There's an echo going.
Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that, I'm capturing audio off of Google Meet and also opening these in Chrome. But I'm not
Oh,
listening. That's
yeah,
not
that'll
coming
do it.
through that audio, so I didn't hear it happening.
Are we all good now, chat?
That should be fixed now. And Squeaky, did you already? Sorry, I was fixing the issue. So you did yours?
So we're up to Star.
Okay,
Yeah.
Star. Who are?
Hi, I'm Star. I'll be the anonymous voice in the corner today. I'm here to support my friends. I think this is my second or my third time joining you all. I'm a teacher, and I'm here from Milwaukee, which is hotter than it has any right to be in Wisconsin today. And that's it. That's me.
Nice.
It was in the low hundreds in Boston this week. Like that's just miserable.
It has just got back from being 30 degrees Celsius in the UK like 4 days ago, and it's going back to being that again in a couple of days. I'm so thrilled.
Okie dokie.
I just want Twitch and everyone, or Google Meet, I guess, to know that you're forcing me to use Edge for my stuff so that I don't accidentally have sound bleed.
Ooh,
Right? Gross, huh?
that is a choice.
I actually
Oh.
really monitor on my laptop. I'll probably move over there.
So actually have a funny thing to tell you about Edge later, Dan. Don't
Yeah, we
let
can't
me
turn this
forget.
into the opening of the OD&D podcast. It takes us 20 minutes to get into the game every time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's being generous.
So,
All right. Godspeed, guys.
Woohoo!
Let me know if you need anything, Geoff, and I'll keep an eye on the rewards.
of course, and just let me know or let somebody know, and they can break in and tell me.
I'm watching. Don't you worry.
All right, lady, you are assigned that role. Okay. So, as promised, this is we are going to start a Fistful of Fur, which is the first chapter in the For a Kitten saga, put together by Dark Eagle Games. It's available out there on Drive-Thru RPG. If you are interested in that, for sure, take a look. I've found their modules very interesting, very unique, and so given the theme of the day, I thought this would be a good one to start with. It is 5e rules, but I am not a rules lawyer, so we'll just make it up as we go. So before
Geoff, can I sneak in real quick? I forgot to let people know.
Mhm.
On the right-hand side of the stream, you're going to see a whole bunch of things like re-rolling, advantage, all that kind of stuff. Those are donation rewards, so you can choose those when you donate, and it will affect the game directly. And when you get through your description, Geoff, if you want to just quickly go through that for folks, just what each one means, that'd be awesome. Sorry, I should have said it at the top, but I'm out of practice.
It's all right. We took last year off, and this is where we're at now. All right. So yes. Let me go through those rewards real quick, and then we'll do brief introductions of the characters, and I will set the stage, and we'll go from there. So, the rewards that you can participate in, for a single dollar you can add to the reroll pool. These are a number of dice rerolls available to our players, or me if I'm feeling cheeky. So let's just say Rosie whiffs that sneak check. If there's a re-roll in the pool, she can re-roll, and you can grant her that via $1. Now these just go into a pool, so anybody can pull them at any time. They'll have to figure it out themselves who's going to use them. For $2, you can add to the advantage pool, which is kind of the same way. We just add number of advantages into the pool, and if somebody wants to use one, they can fight amongst themselves as to who's going to do that. For $3, you can be a jerk and make the next roll be done at disadvantage, which is always fun. And I definitely encourage tomfoolery and shenanigans. For $5, you can add an enemy combatant. I will say, just as a spoiler, most of the enemies today are going to be either goblins or ogres. So we will definitely talk about what enemy you're getting, you can add in. These are level 3 characters, so no adding, Tiamat to the adventure, but we can definitely have some fun with that. There are only 10 slots of those available, so you can't donate like $100 and make me add in 20 goblins, because that would just get insane. For $10, you can have your very own NPC that you can help me control. The village of Slumbervale, where this is set, is a gnome village. So most of the NPCs are going to be gnomes, and they follow a very particular naming convention. It's a adjective or a verb and a noun. So like uphill or yellow stump. Those are actually two of the very important NPCs that you'll meet very soon. But for $10, you can add your own NPC to the mix, and we will have some conversations with them. And there are 5 of those slots available. For the truly chaotic among you, for $25, I will draw a card from the deck of many things. We're doing the 13 card deck. And so $25, 13 slots. We'll do the poll and see what happens. If you are feeling particularly generous, at some point in the chaos, the party will, for $100, the party will be given a full 22 card deck of many things. And what they do with that deck, I'm here to arbitrate. I'm not going to pass moral judgment. All right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
You're what?
I'm sure it'll be fine, and I won't do. I promise not to do anything none of the rest of you wouldn't do.
I get the idea if you were prone to passing moral judgment, this whole friend group wouldn't exist. So I think here we all are.
I drink coffee and I know things. That's my job. Yeah. So any questions before we get started? Okay. So let me set the scene. Let me set the scene, and then we'll do some character introductions, and we'll just see how it goes. But if we need to take a bio here in about an hour and a half or about halfway through and have an intermission, just let me know. Okie dokie. So our brave adventurers have come to the to Slumber Isle, a place that has been known for its unique history. In the old days, it was known by the old elves as Mosswood Rock. Today, it's known as some Slumber Isle. It's a place of lush and untamed jungle with towering trees that seem to reach up to the sky. The air is humid and heavy with scents of exotic plants and flowers. The wildlife sounds can be heard all around, from the calls of brightly colored birds to the growls of dangerous predators. The island was once a thriving gnome kingdom with several towns scattered throughout the jungle. The gnomes lived in relative harmony with the moss elves and jungle trolls, enjoying a peaceful existence until the arrival of the void giants about 500 years ago. These colossal beings swept across the island, conquering everything in their path until their kingdoms collapsed about 200 years later. Only the town of Slumbervale was left standing. For centuries, the island remained forgotten and isolated, with only the occasional ship passing by on its way to other destinations. All that changed 80 years ago when the first human settlement, Two Forks, was founded on the island's northwestern over here. Sure, with the arrival of the humans and halflings, Slumbervale was once again established contact with the outside world, rekindling trade and commerce. Today, the island is a place of mystery and wonder, where ancient ruins and relics of the gnome and void giant kingdoms can still be found hidden among the trees. But it is also a place of danger, with unknown terrors lurking in the depths of the jungle, waiting to strike at unwary travelers. Only the bravest and most skilled adventurers dare explore the secrets and unlock its mysteries. Into this, our uh, brave travelers have found a treasure map that have led them to uh, Slumber Isle. And as with all good Indiana Jones montages, where we have, circle and then have the arcing red arrow, you have opted, or the map starts here at Slumbervale. So, with that, as you disembark from the ship on your way to find the treasure, uh, you are stopped at the gate by uh, a gnome. He's wearing a red cap and carries a rod tucked into his belt. Big white beard. And he there's only one of him, but he guards the only gate into the town. And so he stops and he says, when he sees the four of you approach, he stops and says, "Halt! Who goes there?" This is where you introduce your
Yeah. Hello, we are on an adventure. My name is Aurora Sullivan. I'm a kitty cat kind of person. But there, that's my character. she got a tail. She's a cat person.
Mhm.
We would like to come in, please.
A brass dragonborn sort of shyly shuffles his way from the back of the group. Hello, my name is Oregano. I am a wizard of the Culinary Arts Guild, here to explore Slumber Isle.
If he looks behind the dragonborn, he'd see a teeny tiny tabby cat tabaxi paying no attention whatsoever and is busy doing a Rubik's Cube.
Is he doing what?
Rubik's Cube.
I thought you said Ruby Goo, and I was like, wait. And then my ADHD slow processing kicked in, and I heard, no, it was Rubik's Cube.
I'm going to plant my trident in the sand, and I'm going to lean forward and go, "You already know my name, and you already know why I'm here."
How good. We found the face of the party.
So the gnome squints at that and is not quite sure what to make of the person not introducing themselves, but says, "And what do you want in Slumbervale?" Now, in the background, for those of you looking over his shoulder, you'll see that something is burning. Like a large portion of Slumbervale is clearly on fire, with smoke billowing up into the sky. but he doesn't seem to draw your attention to it. He's more focused on you four. So, what are you here for?
I don't want to. Far be it from me from ever telling a fine officer of the law how to do his job. But is that you guys do that a lot? That like every Monday at 8, or is this new? Got a little. It's a little. I could help with that if you let me inside.
The smoke? Yeah, there was some commotion, an explosion.
Oh.
But I'm sure my brother-in-law, Mr. Yellowstump, has it. He's fine. He's got it under control.
Man, your sister really knew how to pick them, huh? Okay. All right.
Are you sure you don't need help?
I can put out campfires. I have that ability.
Well,
I know it's a little bigger than that, but maybe there's like a small part of the fire. I can put the small one out.
Well, we have been having a lot of trouble with the moss elves, and the jungle trolls keep vanishing. And then we have had some problems with goblin raids recently. It's always something. And, you know, I'm the last gate guard left. So it's my job to keep this village safe. I suppose I can let you in, but you must take upon yourselves the most solemn of promises. And with that, he holds out his pinky.
I won't let you down, sir.
Yes, I understand.
You pinky promise you will not cause any trouble in our town.
Oh, I pinky promise.
On my honor.
All right. So he clasps pinkies with oregano and
Aurora, I believe.
Aurora. There we go. What about
I'm just gonna put my
Kyle?
finger on top. I'm just gonna put my finger on top when everyone else is done. Like, of
Like-
course, I would never. do
Wait, hold on. I
anything
just
like
want
that.
to be clear. I was assuming he was going one by one to each of
No.
us and locking.
Yes.
I so much like more what you said of just everyone together, one
Yeah,
singular
just like
interlocked
Captain
spiral of
Planet, like
pinky.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
if he's coming down the line, he'll get his fingers shaken with a tail.
okay. So are you guys like go teaming it, or are you individually making
No, we have to go team it. We have.
I think we have to go team it.
We have
I
to
feel
go
like
team
we
it.
have to go team it.
Come on, it. Let's go.
You just hear a tiny little sigh.
All right, crew. You
And
heard
this
him.
the tiny paw just fine if I have
Okay.
to, fine.
All right. So the solemn obligation that you guys will not cause trouble being made. He kind of shuffles to the side and lets you pass into the village of Slumbervale proper.
I hope they're giving that man a raise.
Right?
Oh, okay. As you enter the gate, as I'm sure you're all going to do.
Yes. Yeah. I
Mhm.
think we kind of have at
You
this point.
you notice a couple of things. One, there is a distinct lack of adults. I mean, there's some, but the number of children far outnumber the number of adults. This is verging on a children of the corn type situation. Um, and as you come in, a huge mob of kids, of children, gnomes, gnome children, run up and
Gnome-drin?
start, huh?
Gnome-drin? No, that doesn't work.
Start like glomming on to each of you, and they're just all so happy to see you, and they start saying, "Oh, you're the heroes. You're the heroes that have come to save our city. Oh, thank you so very, very much."
Yes, that's exactly why we're here.
So
Right?
at the first moment, like one of those children tries to touch her, Hick just like shoots vertically up in the air and is like, and who's the tallest member of the party?
Probably the Dragonborn?
But probably not. I made myself purposely very short.
Oh, okay, so we've got a Dragonborn, a Shifter, a Tabaxi, and I'm sorry, what was the fourth one?
I'm a Triton.
Triton.
I'm 6 feet. So who's
That's
shorter than
probably,
That'll do.
probably you then.
That'll
yeah.
do.
Okay, cool. I'm just huge.
You
Nice.
you suddenly find you suddenly find a tiny tabaxi clinging to like sitting on your shoulder, trying to get away from all the children.
I can look at your characters. Cool. Sorry.
So,
Ah,
okay.
I didn't know they come in a smaller size. Look at this.
So
Gnome seeds.
gnome seeds. Canon. Gnomes grow from the ground now. You plant gnome seeds and get more gnomes.
As apparently the only one who is comfortable around children, Oregano is going to kind of like kneel down to one of the gnome kids' level and just ask, like, "What are you saying about a hero?"
So one of them, the kind of self-appointed leader, gets, uncomfortably close to Oregano, as kids are wont to do, and takes a breath and just brain dumps that uh their parents had promised that heroes were going to come and save the city because the evil goblins keep trying to burn down the other half of the town, and the adults are being dummy heads, and they a lot of the families are missing. They might have new homes somewhere up in the sky, and while that's great, they miss them all terribly.
Oh, baby.
Their uncle, Mr. Yellowstump, has tried to help by turning many of the adults into fat ogres.
Oh, yeah, that's helpful.
And well, it seems to have made things worse.
Sorry.
Yeah, that'll do that.
Are thin ogres a choice? No? Oh, well.
Probably.
They look. The child leader looks a little dumbfounded at the question because he's still processing, and goes, "All the ogres we've seen so far are fat, so I guess you could have not as fat ogres."
I'm sure ogres can be in many different shapes at a healthy way. However, this is the second time we've heard the name Yellowstone. Could you point me in the direction of that man?
Well, they say that Mr. Yellowstump's workshop is on the south side of town, and if you follow the yellow and red flickering lights and smoke, you should find his workshop there.
Okay.
Man who believes in safety
I like
procedures.
awkwardly pat the kid on the head, like, thank you.
One of the children reaches up and says, but if you're heroes, don't you want to be paid? Mommy always said that we have to pay our heroes.
Ooh. We'll talk about
Guys.
that part later.
Drew Puddle, I don't feel right taking money from kids.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna shake Yellowstump by his ankles until he gave up money, but
exactly.
fine. The kids want to pay me in
mm.
candy before then. That's fine too. You know, I could go with like a lollipop right now or something. You
Your
know,
smiles are payment enough for me.
The children gnomes pay you in candy that oregano gave them 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
it all goes around. It comes around. You know, like life keeps giving. I don't.
You know?
Yeah. So the children are like, oh, we don't have money, but we can pay you with a kitten.
Yes.
Oh, good. I can get one for the other shoulder. Isn't that right?
You can just kind of the Rubik's Cube just stops. She just looks. Click, click, click.
What kind? Gray, orange, black, white. What are we talking here?
Should we roll a d6 and find out what type?
Yeah, what's this one?
One has to be the orange cat.
Roll for cat breed.
Yep.
Yes.
Someone else is carrying it if it's a Maine Coon.
Oh, hold on.
Dick
I
just
got.
finds herself with a new steed.
I need to.
Immediately drops my d6. So no.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the sound you want your DM to make.
I had to come up with a list of 6 cats real quick. So
glad to help.
So, somebody roll a d6.
You got it. That's a 4.
A 4. All right. So
no.
A d6, a 4 gets you a tortoise shell kitten.
Aww. Nice.
And I'm just going to paste a copy of the contract so they go off into the side, and one particularly artistic one draws up a contract real quick because they're gnomes. It has to be official. They are giving you a cat in order for you guys to save the city from the burning ogres and goblins. And so they come back with a contract, and it looks pretty much what you would expect a child to create. It's a picture of a gnome and a wand and a cat. So basic, and a line for you to sign. And they're not going to let you go until somebody signs the contract.
I'll sign it. I'll grab the pen and be like, all right.
All right. Well, it's a crayon.
Okay, grab the crayon. What color is it?
Purple.
I signed it purple crayon.
Legally binding.
Yep.
As all contracts are.
Regardless.
All right. So thus far, you've made a pinky promise and signed a contract in purple crayon.
Yep.
Okay.
Legally binding that.
Yep.
should we get out of the crossroads before anyone wants to make another deal here? Or
Yeah, right.
okay, that's time to go.
I don't want to become spit brothers with anybody right now.
I was kind of expecting that from the children, I'll be honest.
You don't have to see Tick's face to imagine imagine it, where the motion of like a spit promise.
Right.
Okay. So the two very important clauses in the clauses in the contract are that they don't have money, so they will pay you with one tortoiseshell pattern kitten.
Okay.
And as long as it's not their favorite. They have a bunch of kittens. They're going to play with them. They might bond with it as long as
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable accommodation. We're not monsters. We don't want to take away your favorite kitten.
Yeah. So they tell you that the wand that Mr. Yellowstump uses to change the adult gnomes into ogres can be found in his workshop, and you need to find the wand to get rid of the ogres and to get rid of the scary purple troll.
Yeah.
All right. And in exchange, they will give you a kitten. All right.
So I'm guessing the scary purple troll is extra scary.
Of course.
Yeah.
It is the scariest of the purple trolls. Okie dokie.
Okay. So we have to follow the lights to get to the thing.
The sounds of screaming and burning. Yes.
Yeah.
Off that way. Also, if the rest of the crew would like to make a bet, I'm taking bets right now. Is it his wife or his mother-in-law? What's a bet?
I can't see my screen right now. Valkyrie, can't see.
Or it's the conjoined souls of all the other door guards.
Okay. Okay. So you make your way through the wandering streets because it's gnomes. They'll build things straight for most of the way, and then it becomes a winding cow path. And this is a 500-year-old town, so
It's a little wonky.
It's a little wonky. But you follow the flames and the smoke, and eventually you find the workshop.
So quick, I have a cantrip that I can put out campfires or small fires. So if there are any small enough, I'm going to cantrip them out.
Okay. So you pass a few like smaller fires and you fire extinguish them.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm helping.
Yes, you are. So you put out some of the trash fires on the way down there.
Yep.
It's not hard for you to find the workshop of Mr. Yellowstump. Like much of the southern part of town, it's on fire. And outside of the workshop, there are about 5 goblins and 3. Yeah, somebody roll a d6.
I don't have one handy. 1.
And 3 fat ogres loitering
one.
around outside. They are kind of rummaging through some of the rubble outside, trying to find anything good or useful that had been outside of the workshop. When you guys approach, you folks approach, one of them turns and goes, "Hey, what are you doing here? Get out of here, scram!"
We're here to help.
Yeah, me too.
I love what you've done with the place.
Well, did you bring us something to eat?
We're here to take your order.
I could create something for you if you're hungry.
We're always hungry. We're here to get more food for things. And one of the goblins just shoots a look at the ogre like, "What are you doing, bro?" and
Now,
one of the other goblins finally speaks up and is like, "You're not getting out of here unless you give us something to eat or something shiny."
I mean, and she kind of looks at the ogres as, if you're hungry, you just eat them, and points down to the goblins.
I have heard goblin is really tasty.
It's true.
The second ogre goes, "We can't eat them. We are them. That's my brother."
Well, family who eats together stays together.
The okay. The ogres are kind of dumb. I mean, the goblin ogres are kind of dumbfounded that you are suggesting cannibalism for their food shortage.
Look, we're just trying to solve a problem here.
Oregano, hearing that the problem could be solved via food, is frantically rummaging through his pouch and backpack and just sort of turns to party. Hey guys, I have all of my cooking stuff, but I think I ran out of ingredients handing out treats to the kids earlier.
All right, side quest. Let's go.
Does anyone have like food on them that I can prepare?
Okay. Let's see. Let's have some fun with this side quest.
Yay!
Opening Oregano's character sheet. Give me all right. Give me a persuasion check first.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at here. Okay. That will be a 17.
Okay. So you pretty easily convince these goblins that if they just wait right here, you will go get them something to eat. So they're going to let you go about your cooking. Do an investigation check for me.
Okay. That will be a investigation 14.
Okay, 14. So that means okay. It it will take you about half an hour searching the rubble strewn sections of Southtown to find a former bakery that it's just a couple blocks away, about 3 blocks away. It has been pillaged by the ogres before, but there's still some ingredients that they didn't know what to do with. So like raw flour, a couple of eggs, some sugar, but like the completed bread, that's gone.
Sure.
Pastry is gone. So
Just to clarify, is this building also currently on fire?
A little bit, probably.
Aurora, unfire the building.
Yep, I unfire the building. Yes.
Just wanna double check here before we're like, oh, you
Yeah.
don't even need to put it in the oven. Just put it on the counter. It'll be done in a couple of minutes. It'll be fine.
Roll a d4 for me, Star.
Okay, I'll roll a d4 for you. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
One.
It is on fire.
Okay. Well, I'm sure between the two of us.
Yes.
Yeah, we got this. We're good.
Yeah. So you have access to a bakery with some ingredients, but it's on fire.
That is okay. I am a brass dragonborn. I am resistant to fire.
Oh, nice.
So I will very casually be scourging the smoldering building for. I need to get ingredients for something to make fast, which bread notoriously isn't. So I think oregano scrounges up just like flour, water, perhaps just like salt and sugar, just very, very basic ingredients. Probably nothing like a leavener because we do not have the time.
Are you making pancakes?
I was gonna make fry bread actually.
Okay.
A long time.
And is going to just like rummaging through his pack, take out a large wooden bowl and his trusty spoon wand and start mixing that. And as dough is being mixed, he will summon up his mage hands to keep that stirring while moving over to grab a large cast iron skillet that he will fill with oil from his flask. And with a snap of fingers, I don't think I can do mage hand and create bonfire at the same time. Whatever. I can get fire from the building.
Yeah.
There's a source of that nearby.
There's fire nearby. So we'll create a little cook fire to start heating up oil.
Okay. Well, you also have breath weapon fire. So
I only get one of those though. I might need that.
That's true. It's true.
Hey, you think if you offered to do a live demonstration, you could get them away from the building?
Ooh.
A live demonstration? Yeah. What do you mean?
Show them frying the bread. Because if they all get in line and start pushing each other about who gets first, maybe I can get them away from the door.
Ooh, I like it.
I do like that. Okay. We are going to try to create mobile kitchen. I think between hands, mage hand, and tail, I can carry still mixed dough and hot oil pan. I do like that. I think that before like just as oil is ready for frying, we're going to hurry out of the building and reapproach the goblins and ogres. And Oregano will sort of like do a bit of a showy speak up of saying like, "Food will be ready in just a sec, everyone," and is going to start rolling up and portioning out dough to start frying right in front of the faces and noses of hungry guards people.
Nice.
All right. Anybody going to assist with any of that?
Let me see.
You don't want me trying to cook.
I can create a harmless sensory effect such as falling leaves, spectral dancing fairies, a gentle breeze. Ooh, I can make like a gentle breeze to waft the scent.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I create a gentle breeze.
All right. Just because I'm feeling feisty this morning,
Uh-oh.
the caffeine's starting to kick in.
Dude, I haven't had any of that yet, and I'm thinking about it.
As an aside, this is the first time we've done this, what, 4 years?
This is our fifth.
Fifth.
Right?
It's 4 because we skipped last year.
4.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I am now 50-50 on whether or not I'm drinking coffee or booze. So
No,
Okay,
what
so
do I
what?
have right by me?
Okay, but you could go 50-50 and just put whiskey in the coffee. Like, why
Yeah.
yeah, come on now. Like,
oh yeah.
okay, there you go.
Okay. In 10 minutes it'll be after 12 here, so you know there's always options.
It's 3 o'clock somewhere.
I'm gonna chime in here because we started in 2020, so it's 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023 and 2025.
I
This is
knew
our
it.
5th one.
I'm so smart.
Nice. Okay. That brief detour to history.
Right?
So I think I've had coffee twice and high octane the other 3 times.
There you go.
Oh, Jeffrey,
Oh yes.
we just got a donation to draw from the deck of many things.
That's
Oh,
my
Lord.
lord. Yes.
So if it's one that
Nice.
affects a specific person, I would say roll to see who it affects.
Oh no.
Thank you,
All right.
Am.
Woohoo, thank
Yes,
you.
on. Thank you.
All right.
I'm terrified and also very excited, and yay.
Oh no.
All right. Let me pull up the deck because it's the deck of many things. Somebody needs to sing a song or write a song.
The deck of many things.
Does the timing of this donation imply that whatever is going to result from this deck is going to be the result of whatever bread Oregano is making?
Well, now it is.
It's the bread of many things.
Yes.
Ah, good. Panera.
So, Panera. It's the Panera of many things. Now I want Panera. Actually, no, I don't.
They have really good soup, but they discriminate against pagans. So
It's good food, but it's overpriced cafeteria food. Like I can make a sandwich for like half the cost.
yep.
All right. 153. Wait. Do. You know, I said I was going to bookmark the deck of many things in my copy of the Dungeon
And you did
Master's
not.
Guide, and I did not.
Did
So, all right. 153. All right. Here we go. All right. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. What page is that? Oh, that's okay. All right. Okay. So I am going to. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull the card. I'm not going to tell you the card until later, but its effect will happen soon. All right.
Cannot wait
So,
to become a spectral can of tinned fish.
all right. And this is the 13 card deck. What is that? That is, oh, that's a 9. Oh, okay.
That's good. I like that response from the deck of many things. What have we done?
This is gonna go well for us, right? We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
That's not right.
No, I don't like that, Dan or Jeffrey.
Fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know your middle name, but I'm not gonna say it.
Xavier, I know. Okay. Who wants to roll the D4 to see who this targets?
I'll do it.
Oh, go for it.
I'll do it.
Oh.
It's gonna be awesome no matter what. Just saying.
That's a 4.
Okay. So that is lady in my little
Oh boy.
list.
Well,
All right.
Good luck over there. Salute, soldier. Good luck, sailor.
I think that's very fitting that my friend is the one that gets me with the deck of many things.
Yay! I mean,
Chat 07s for pick.
All right. It's not bad. I just have to figure out how to fit this into the narrative. But
story
it,
of my life.
yeah. All right. So you get back on track. And you've set up your campfire kitchen with donuts or fry bread wafting over the breeze. Squeaky, give me a let's do a persuasion check just for fun.
Okay, what is my persuasion? Oh, it's a +1. Okay. Not the worst, but
It's not -5. Good
I
luck.
got a 5.
All right. Okay. So the breeze, the scent of fresh fry bread wafts over the area, but because of the acrid stench of smoke and burning rubble, it doesn't get very far. So the good news is you don't attract any more goblins. The but a couple of the goblins are very curious as to what it is Oregano's over here doing, and so they go wander up, and they're like poking at stuff, probably burning their fingertips on the cast iron pot.
I mean, what?
And eventually they are like, guys, come here, he's making us food. And then they start to get all cranky because you've made them fry bread, but you haven't offered them anything to drink. But you have their attention. You have distracted them away from the shop.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So when I am confident that they're distracted enough and not paying attention to me, I'm going to pull the classic D&D blunder, split the party.
Oh, good.
And I'm going to use my divine sense, my channel divinity. And I am an Oath of the Open Seas, and my channel divinity is Marine Layer. You create a thick cloud of fog that surrounds you and heavily obscures the area in 20 feet in all directions.
That's so cool.
And then I'm going to open the door, and then I'm going to go inside.
And you've got a tiny tabaxi sitting on your shoulder. Who's coming with you?
Here we go. We're going inside.
Okay. So we've got the druid and the wizard cook outside serving cranky ogres and goblins, and the little tabaxi and the Triton inside the shop.
Yes.
Yep.
Is that
Yes.
okay?
Yep.
What could possibly
Okay.
go wrong?
Everything.
Actually, this is gonna be okay. This is gonna be okay. Is it?
For you
maybe.
or us?
So I did put in Discord the map of the room of the building. So you go in and you start in the region A1. So as you come in, you see that it is kind of a rounded counter, or it's a rounded room with bookshelves along the edge. There's a door to a back storeroom, and then another door off to your right that leads to potentially some residential space. The storefront. So from the street, the storefront is a 3-story wooden structure. Above the front double doors hangs a sign that reads, "Mr. Stump's Scrolls and Scrivener Supplies." And upon entering the building through the front doors, the heroes find themselves in Mr. Stump's whimsical storefront. This charming little shop specializes in scrolls and inscribing supplies. Unfortunately, a band of goblins has recently ransacked the place, leaving it in disarray. On the wall next to the counter, there's a peculiar, cracked, magical mirror with a woman's ghoulish reflection perpetually locked inside. It has a wide, unnerving grin, and it's bolted to the stone in the wall, so you're not making off with this thing. When you walk in, it proudly declares, "Greetings, valued customers. Mr. Yellowstump had to attend to urgent matters saving the world, but he will be back shortly. In the meantime, feel free to leave a message with me."
Never sign me up for whatever afterlife means I have to do customer service till I die. And afterwards, oh, no. That's awful. Saving the world. That's interesting. How long's he been gone?
The the mirror says, "Thank you, valued customer. Thank you, valued customer, for your question. Mr. Yellowstump has been gone for quite some time, but we expect him to return shortly."
Okay, so it could have been 8 hours. It could have been 3 weeks. Cool. Useful.
Well, he's dead. I'm sure it's fine.
Yep. No, I'm not there. Never mind.
How much dust is in this place?
Um, it's not super dusty. I mean, it's been ransacked. There's still, you know, scrolls and supplies available. Paper, journals, pens,
Goblins aren't big
quills.
readers. Surprise.
Yeah. Um, if you want to loot the place or investigate the place to see what you can find, if you both give me an investigation check, I will allow it.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, let's see.
That would be a 7 because apparently I'm still cursed from last year.
7.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
I have a +1, so let's see. I get. Hold on, I need a D20, right? Hold on. Here's my D20s. I got an 8.
Ooh.
We're the
Okay.
best.
Brains up in
So-
here.
The worst thing
So-
is I get a +3 to that.
So we will do Star first. So Star, you find 2 copper coins.
Take of those.
Those, that's really the only thing of value. Everything else is just like generic stuff. But lady, you go and look at one of the bookshelves and you're flipping through the books, and when you pull one off the shelf, you notice that there's a bookmark in it. And when I'm presuming you open the book to where it's bookmarked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Say
Not gonna
no.
steamroll.
No.
Mostly because she wants the bookmark.
Yes. And when you open the book, you realize that the bookmark is a throne card.
Oh boy.
So, throne, for those of you that need to keep tabs at home, you gain proficiency and expertise in your choice of history, insight, intimidation, or persuasion. In addition, haven't figured out this next part, but in addition, you gain rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world. However, the keep is currently home to one or more monsters, which must be cleared out before you can claim the keep is yours. So,
That's amazing.
on the back of the throne card is written the word Void Giant Keep. So you have a throne card, and on the reverse it says Void Giant Keep. So you have inherited a keep from the former Void Giant kingdom. You probably don't, I'm assuming she doesn't know what that means yet. Since this is a one shot,
I'll take that.
do with it what you will.
I will take all of that. Yes, please.
All right.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the void giant neighbor, it'd be a great neighborhood, It's fun.
Yeah. You were one away from another card that I wasn't entirely sure how we were going to handle that, but we'll figure it out. Okay.
I'm currently just trying to figure out which one I'm going to expertise because I've got I've already got +5 in all of the ones.
So, from here, so there's the only exit other than going back out into the street are double doors to the back room. Which would be like the A2 area on the map.
Oh, okay.
And at this point, let's cut back to the cooks in the kitchen. What's been happening outside with the hungry hippos? I mean, hungry ogres.
Well, I imagine we've become aware of the fact that they want something to drink, and
Yes.
oregano is currently cooking. So I suppose it falls upon me to find beverage service. So,
Okay.
Is there a tavern?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, I have proficiency. Oh yeah, get out of my way. Oh, Jesus Christ. 7! That's 7. I find diddly shit. I
You got another 7?
I didn't mean to say advantage. I meant to say proficiency.
So okay.
Yeah.
So what was the score though? Sorry.
7.
7. Okay.
I rolled a 3 out of a +4.
Okay.
Yeah.
You find a barrel of sour wine.
Okay. I dump out that and fill it with water.
Don't feel like serving vinegar to the ogres, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It might
So
now the water might taste a little bit like the vinegar. So it's like,
yeah.
And I'll try to. This is probably gonna fail, but I'm gonna do my best to convince them that this is a fancy drink from where we come from.
Are you selling them on Slumbervale kombucha?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Guys,
It's
it will
gonna fail.
realign all 5 of your chakras and bring you to the next generation. You don't understand.
Is this what you mean when you said this? We're not going to make it past a certain section.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are on schedule or ahead or behind because you split the party. So roll a persuasion for me. I'm going to rate this one kind of high.
Yeah, I've only got a +1, so this is gonna go great, you guys. It's gonna go real well. I got a 6.
So they know you're bullshitting them. It tastes like thinned down vinegar.
It's refreshing.
Yeah. But
just saying, a nice dice roll could, a nice little reroll for just $1 could fix the entire outcome of this this debacle.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there. Just
Yeah.
$1.
I don't know if you saw, but Rosie said she's happy.
So
Get us to sell kombucha to the natives.
Yes.
Let's see if that worked. Hello?
Oh, I can hear you.
Hey, there we
Hey,
go.
we did it. Hi, I'm back.
Okay. Do you want to try and sell kombucha to the native colonists?
Here's the thing: we may as well. I was going to recommend that perhaps Aurora just use like Druidcraft or something to unsour the wine, but unfortunately she couldn't hear me. So
Wow. Can I do that?
I don't know, but
I can create a harmless sensory effect, such as
that's the thing.
calling me-
Taste is yeah.
I can create. So it's like one of the options is the faint odor of skunk, and I don't think I want to do that.
No,
You
but
could make it like one of those air up bottles, and like
Right?
it's just water, but you can make it taste like Coke as they drink it.
if you can just make the water in the fancy bottle just like faintly smell of elderflower, I think we're gonna do great.
Right.
Oh, we're making liqueur. We don't actually want it to taste like
There you
anything.
go.
We want it to smell like it tastes like something. Good, thank you. Amazing.
Wanted to smell
Thank
like it was
you.
once in the same room as a watermelon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Smells faintly. What is it? Faintly of faint lemon or something.
This one's traveled in the same truck as an orange. Nice.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So are you going to elderflower the barrel of water?
I think that's really funny.
Yes, if you'll allow me to do that, I will.
I will. And I will grant you an additional +2 on your persuasion check for this.
I rolled a. Oh, so do I? You want me to roll persuasion? No, I already did. I rolled persuasion. I got a 6, so that brings it up to an 8. Or do you want me to read?
Well, go ahead and roll it again.
Okay.
Am I allowed to help with this since I'm also
Yes.
trying to pitch this bottle? Okay.
Yes. Between the two of you, or both of you, roll a persuasion check.
You got it.
It's a 12. My dice are just
That's yikes. That's a 7.
good today.
We're gonna need all the help we can get, chat. All the help we can get.
Chad, please give us $1 so that this can work.
Arms for an ex-leper.
Well, that one was a 19, but okay, now you're getting it. Good job. Okay, this one has gotten. It's figured it out.
It's not going into dice jail anymore.
Oh yeah, my dice jail's in the other room. I should go get it when we break.
Yeah, we'll break in about 10 minutes, I think. So you have it's a tough go of it to try and sell this as like exotic, something as fancy as kombucha that will heal everything and make women want you and men want to be you, or vice versa. I don't care. But you can sell it as lightly flavored water, and they're goblins. They're dumb. And polymorphed goblins into ogres. So they buy it for the novelty. It's not their favorite drink. They're not going to like come back for more, but it's here, it's available, they drink it. So you've now satiated or distracted these, what do we say, 5 goblins and 3 ogres.
Mm-hmm.
Well enough that you can either stay and keep cooking for them, or you can sneak off into the store to reform the party if you so choose.
I think it would be best to reform with
I agree.
with Tick and apologies, chemo.
Yes.
All right. So, okay. Let's go ahead then and pause here when we get, and let's take a, do you want a 5 or 10-minute intermission?
That's good.
Dan, how long of it?
I think that's on you guys. How you feeling? And You guys decide.
10.
Okay.
I choose 10.
10.
Yeah.
Thank you,
okay.
10.
All right, we'll take it.
Thank you, Ted.
We'll take a 10-minute intermission. We'll come back at the bottom of the hour and pick up with our fearsome foursome floundering in the front room.
All right, guys, we are back at it.
Woohoo! All right. So, previously on Fractured Fairy Tales, we fed some goblins, and we ransacked we looted a ransacked shop, and then reformed the party. I know it's been so long, you all forgot all that. And I now have a second cup of coffee, so I will probably speak a lot faster. Okay. So, as the four of you get back together, there's a pair of double doors in the back of the shop that you can go through to. They're unlocked and easy to go through, but I need. Yeah. Is there any conversation you have in the main shop room, particularly in front of the mirror?
I probably am like, this thing is wild. And I might ask it like, I don't want to derail things, so we can just sort of glaze over, but like, who are you? What's your name? Where do you come from? What do you like about being a mirror? You know, just sort of like
Yeah.
that,
So it
that if
gives
were
you.
this not a one shot, we could spend a good hour.
Yeah. So I'll give you the summary. It's a automated voice assistant, for lack of a better descriptor. It has no the zombie lady in the mirror has no real personality beyond her willingness to help Mr. Yellowstone.
So we're talking to an Amazon AI chatbot.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is exactly what you have.
Hello, customers. How can I help?
Exactly.
No.
Or the mirror. Is it a mirror? In was it Brave?
Yes,
Yeah, Brave.
that's the cauldron. That's
Yes.
immediately what you made me think of.
Yeah. Same kind of idea.
Hey, hello, dearie.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So, oh, we lost Squeaky again.
No.
Oh, she's back. Oh, she's eating. Okay.
Space stuffing.
It is that time. It is that time. Okay. So, I assume you guys are going to just go into the back room.
Tick is a cynical little thing. She's going to push the door open with her mage hand rather than her actual from a distance, just in case, for no reason.
Tripwires in my burning town?
She's not saying that she's the type of person that if she owned a shop full of things that happened to get ransacked on a regular basis, she would have some tricks in store. But
Okay. So, are you trying to determine if the door is trapped?
that's why she's pushing it open with a mage hand. Yes, seeing if anything happens.
All right. As the door opens, because it's not trapped and unlocked, you see that Mr. Yellowstone's kitchen has already fallen victim to looters. Despite the disarray, you can't help but notice a detailed map of the region hanging up on one wall that you can look at later.
Is that the one behind your head?
I believe it is, yes.
Your background?
Is it like pinned to the wall?
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
Hello?
Okay, let me finish setting the scene, and then you can yoink shit. There is a cupboard in the room, and it has some etchings on the side and a combination lock, and for some reason, a goat is wandering around inside.
Oh, I want to pet the goat.
One could say
But
it's
I don't.
crashing the party.
I don't know if I trust goat.
I want
There's
to
a
do.
lot. There's a lot going on in
Can
this
I do
shop.
like an investigation or like sense motive on the goat?
Sure,
Okay. Investigation?
sure.
Okay. God damn you! Got an 8.
The goat
Okay.
wandering. It's got rope around its neck. It looks like somebody had tied it up at some point, and it chewed through the rope. And yeah, now it's just wandering.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just a goat.
Okay. While we are exploring this shop, this workshop, I would like to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
Purely just as a means of like one, I kind of agree with everyone else that barging into place, things could be trapped, we don't know. But also as a means of hopefully detecting, since the children mentioned that there was a wand that Yellowstump uses, to see if I can try and locate that.
Smart.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I guess you should clarify. This goat on all 4 legs, is he walking around the store like Black Phillip? You know, like what are we talking here?
Good question.
It is a gray goat with, the long straight horns, munching on a piece of tablecloth.
Oh, hey man.
So
You're incredibly
if
lucky.
if you all
Surprised they didn't
Yeah.
eat you.
if everybody wants to roll like just a general investigation for what they find in the room,
12? I guess is
12.
terrible.
Investigation.
17.
Ooh.
Oh no, not 1, 4.
Sorry.
The goat is looking awfully suspicious to Oregano or Tasty. Goat stew? Who knows? For everyone, did everyone else get over a 10?
I got a 12, so I got that going.
I got an 8. I can't win.
Okay. Enough of you got over the threshold. I'm playing like Suede version of D&D. Like I have a target number in my head, and if you get over it, you win.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
So they've got the map on the wall, and if you go look at that more specifically, I've got more information about that. But you all said about the thorough search of the room, and a thorough search of the kitchen reveals remnants of a once bountiful mushroom pantry. now picked clean. Only the chewed stems litter the floor, discarded in a most un-gnome-like manner. It's clear that the culprits behind this mess are none other than the goblins, who, unlike gnomes, have a penchant for spitting out mushroom stems.
That's very specific.
Yep. So there's also, the cupboard with. So you've got the map and the cupboard and a goat. Your detect magic, oregano, yields. The cupboard glows faintly with magic. It's not strong magic. It's a low level spell surrounding it.
Okay.
Magic snacks.
Snack, magic snack, magic. No? Okay.
I do want to check that cupboard drawer. I think in the spirit of Tick, I am going to do that at a distance with Mage Hand.
That's very, very intelligent.
Tick just installing an essence of caution into the group.
All right.
One of these things is going to be trapped. We know it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a. I was about to ask, when have I ever led any of you astray? And I shut my damn mouth. Just want to go on the record.
Uh-huh.
I
love you.
Love you too. The heroes. Okay, so you discover this particular cupboard. It is secured with a combination word dial.
Okay.
And is probably in Gnomish, but we're going to use English.
What are my languages?
And etched into the wood above the lock is the phrase, "My secret stash is in the caps."
In the caps? Like
caps.
Like caps lock? Not necessary, but like CAPS.
No,
CAPS,
the caps of the mushrooms that have been eaten.
Oh, cap. That okay.
Yeah.
I was just I wasn't sure if you said CAPS or I don't know, something else.
My secret stash is in the caps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got bad news for the stash then.
Nom nom.
And it is a 9-dial it is a 9-letter solution.
Mushrooms.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah, that's 9.
Okay, yeah.
Or if there's a breed of mushroom that has 9 letters.
Well, you tried.
Do I think your average gnome speaks Latin?
I mean, that's fair. I was thinking like chanterelle, but I think that's too many. I know that's too many letters.
So, the word was mushroom.
Yay.
And
We're real smart.
Tick's just stood there with a Rubik's Cube.
When you enter in the combination, the door, you hear like far too many levers and levers chunking in, and it slowly drifts open. And you see inside the cupboard, there are 2 healing potions.
Oh.
2 badger spit potions.
Okay.
And and a notepad filled with limericks.
Noise.
Didn't realize that badgers spit a whole lot, but all right. There's.
Yeah, can you elaborate on badger spit potion?
Sure. I think that it's a setting specific Let's see. Let me find it.
Are we done, buddy? Tent that you grouped enough. Look, this is how we got from you today. Make you wear it as hat.
All right. We gotta find where it's at here. I will find it, what it is, but yeah, we'll find it when it becomes important, but I
Okay.
believe it it has an asterisk next to it, so we'll figure out what it means as we go.
Hopefully when it's important.
Okay.
It's a mystery.
Hey guys, you've got
masterpiece.
5 advantages added to your pool.
Yes.
Yo!
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Anonymous.
you.
Woohoo. Okay. Where was I?
Badger spit and health potions.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. So
Was there a
healing
third thing in there?
potion. A book of limericks.
There it is.
A
There
book
it
of
is. a book of
limericks.
limericks.
I
Funny,
think we'll,
dirty, politically scathing.
yeah, we'll collect the potions, but is
Yeah,
there anything of
potions.
insight in this book of poems?
Okay. Well, so one of them reads, so as you're thumbing through it, one of them reads, "In the pasture where goats frolic and play, their joyful spirits brighten each day. With their bouncy leaps and gleeful bleats, they bring happiness in furry fleets. Goats, a source of joy that never fades away."
Okay, that
Someone
was
was a goat fan. Very nice.
And another one is as the workday's end does arrive, leave behind the stress and strive. Say farewell to worries and woe. Embrace the evening's tranquil flow. Tomorrow beckons a fresh start to thrive.
okay. These are all nice and pastoral.
Yeah. Okay. So out of the kitchen, you can wander and into the kind of quarters area, and you have access to the pantry, the bedroom, and the closet.
Let's check out the closet. There might be something interesting. I got a top shelf for like underneath some shoes.
All right. So let me double check something here.
Okay.
So the closet is a 5. So just to be clear, to kind of the north on the other side of the kitchen is the pantry. It's kind of by itself. The closet is through the bedroom. So do you want to explore the bedroom before you go to the closet?
Yeah, I probably. Yes.
Okay.
Definitively.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, okay. All right. Do an investigation in the bedroom.
God, I really have just, let's see. 12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inspired. How about this?
You find the bedroom has been similarly ransacked to the rest of the house. You find an overturned bed, scattered clothing, and a broken bedside table. Amidst the chaos, you spot a comically oversized sleeping cap and a book titled 101 Styles of Beard Trimmings.
Okay. Now, so the sleeping cap, is it like, when you say comically large, is it like, could I maybe is it like a specific species might be able to wear it?
Yeah.
Like I probably wouldn't be able to tell that. Oh, this is sized perfectly for a loxodon. Like, I don't know.
That gnome was using that thing as a sleeping bag. His
Yeah.
whole body was going up in there.
Yeah,
Like,
so just
okay.
comically, yeah, that's fair. All up ins.
It's missized. Not if you snuggle. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, is anybody else looking around in the bedroom?
I have not let eyes off of the goat. I do not trust it for a second.
What's the goat doing? Like, is it following us? Is it staring at us with its beady goat eyes? Like,
It's eating mushroom stems off the floor, kind of hoovering them all up.
Menacingly.
Okay.
I suppose, yeah, Tick, who is somewhat attached herself to the paladin, is wandering around with them.
I guess I'm
Okay.
gonna look under the bed.
Oh, that's
Okay.
smart.
Just do a general perception or investigation check for me.
Okay.
As a point of clarification, whenever I say investigation, if you would rather use perception, I don't care.
That's 22.
No, investigation's better.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
that is a. Let's see. What do I have on perception? I have 3, so I got a 17. I did it.
Nice. That was the best roll so far today.
Whee!
Oh crap! I dropped my yarn. It's fine.
Okay.
How many dust bunnies do I need to fight now?
Roll for initiative.
Yes. So as you do your search, you find a locked safe behind the bookshelf. And because you got a 22, you find the password written on the side.
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's amazing. It's the same combination on my luggage.
So are you going to open the safe?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
We're going to use the mage hand to open the safe.
Probably smart.
I know what Geoff's like.
Okay, you're going to open it with the mage hand.
Yeah.
All right. Are you not in this book? Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. Why do you do this to me?
And suddenly a Tarask.
Yeah. I don't know.
The Tarask was our big bad end boss for our 3-year campaign. Would not want to fight one of them again in a hurry.
No, I suppose not. Okay. Out.
Damn spot.
Okay, they say out pops a clockwork snake, but I can't find the stat block for a clockwork snake. So
Just do a regular snake.
yeah, I'm just gonna do a regular snake.
We just pretend. It's a theater of the mind.
It is. It is. Okay. Snake. Where are you? Oh. No, that's a swarm of snakes.
Oh,
I don't want to do that.
I
That's
don't want
bad.
that either. Why is it always snake? Why does it have to be snakes? Who's the donkey?
All right. So
There, I posted it to you. It's right there.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet.
out pops a wyvern. No.
Ah,
Okay.
Almost.
So
Right, Starfish found a clockwork iron cobra.
oh, is it in the chat?
yeah.
It's in the Discord.
Okay.
Yum. Look at that boy.
Shoot.
He looks fun and friendly.
Yeah.
Look sideways.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. Okay. Theater of the mind. Okay. We will do this then because that works. So the two of you that are in there are Tick and Chemo. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. All right.
I was in the bedroom. Are we in the bedroom?
Yes, you're in the bedroom.
Yeah, I was in the bedroom.
Okay. Oregano, are you in the bedroom?
I think Oregano's watching the goat.
I am watching that goat.
Oregano's like halfway
Alright.
in, keeping an eye on the goat creeping up
Oh,
on us.
I think I followed behind the others to other rooms, but like I haven't like broken eyes with either the goat or the door leading into the room with the goat.
Initiative disadvantage staring at goat.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Roll for initiative.
Okay, amazing. Here we go.
Okay.
9.
Well, it
9.
would have been a 21. Let's see what it actually is. It's a 12.
Okay.
7.
So Squeaky is a 9.
Mhm.
Rosie is a 9. Star is a 7. Lady, what are you?
I said 9.
9. So
Did you put
three
me
of
as
you-
9? Mine was 12.
Oh, okay. Yours is 12. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Just remember, everyone,
Sorry.
you can donate in order to, add monsters or whatever. Go ahead, guys.
all right. So the snake rolled a 19. So I guess he goes first. So Imo is it's not a big room, speed 30 feet.
I don't think the room is even 30 feet.
Hello, Mary.
Yeah, no, so he can get there, or it can get there. It's clockwork. It's genderless. Can get there in one move. So, let's go for Kylo. Oh, what's your AC?
11.
11. Okay, so he lunges forward and whiffs, which takes us to oregano.
Yes. Right. I will shoot a ray of frost at the snake.
Okay.
D20's already in there. Okay. Which will be a 24 to hit.
24. You hit.
Oh, right. On my D8. I do 7 cold damage.
7
Wow.
cold damage. Immunities from cold is not listed. Okay. Let me get my calculator here. You did 7, you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. And then Aurora, what's your dex?
+1. It's
Okay,
13.
and Tick, what's your dex?
Sorry. Dex is +4.
Okay, so Tick gets to go next.
Okay. Tick is gonna do a thing. She's gonna do a ray of frost.
Oh,
Yeah.
That worked for oregano.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
Let's go.
all right. Double
On
the
a
damage.
cantrip, no less.
We've got another reroll and advantage in your pool.
So we now have 6 advantages and 1 reroll, I think.
I believe so.
Yep. And you got an hour left, so you got to use one every 10 minutes.
Yep.
You got
So,
it.
Okay.
remind me, crit damage is the dice but doubled.
I believe so. Yes, it is now.
It
My
is.
table, my rules.
Yep.
Okay, so I rolled 2d8 and I got a 9, so that's 18.
18. All right. Okay, he's starting to look pretty worn down.
Starting to look worn down, but not like.
Don't know why that it should have only been 1d8. Okay, it's just 8, just 9. I don't know what
Oh.
D&D game's playing at. We'll
Critical,
just-
a nat 20 will you roll twice the dice rather than just double the value.
Right.
I
yeah,
think D&D
it rolled
Beyond might have
2d8,
just-
but it's trying to keep me as I'm just as I'm on crit, and I'm like, no, that's not how you're supposed to be.
All right. Okay. So double the dice damage gets you to 9. So, okay. Not. It's showing some wear and tear, but
Okay.
it's still ready to go. Okay, Aurora.
All right, I'm going to take my action to wild shape into a panther.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, you're a panther.
Yep,
Uh,
little panther, and that so my hit points stay the same, but my AC goes from 11 to 13. And I think that's really all that matters.
okay. And
Oh, and I gained 3 temporary hit points. Nice.
woohoo. Kaimo.
I'm going to stab it in the face.
Always a good choice.
I'm going to swing my trident off my back, and I'm going to give it a stab. A delightful little stab. So let's
Alright.
see here. I attack trident. Let's roll. Let's see. What would it give me?
Do you want to roll with advantage? Just
I
throwing it
would
out.
love to roll with advantage. Thanks.
All right. There you go. Roll with advantage.
I got a 9.
9 to hit.
With
Yeah.
advantage?
With advantage.
Oh
But
dear.
before, it was 7 to start with.
Oof.
Oh dear.
Well,
I cry.
you cry. And
I mean, we
you
do have a reroll still.
We do have
Yeah.
a reroll. If you
Yes.
would like to not.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, all right.
Do it.
Sure.
All right.
22.
There we go.
There we
Alicia.
go.
Yeah, you smack it in its face
For 8.
for 8. All right. All right. Back to the top of the order. Snake
No.
still on chemo. What's your AC?
11. I wear chainmail.
11.
As a paladin.
Oh, okay. It smacks you back. And
It's like, hey, rude. Boom.
I get to roll an additional D6. Okay. So, how many hit points do you have?
28.
Okay, you have 9 less hit points.
So 19.
And roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I've been poisoned. I die. Goodbye.
Yeah.
8.
Okay.
Oh, you did not.
Hold on. You are paralyzed until the end of your next turn.
No.
So you basically just don't get to act this turn.
Little nibble.
Just
Nom nom
Just a
nom.
nom. All right. Oregano.
Yes.
Do it.
I think we have tried cold thus far and have not gotten much on the snack. So in the spirit of trying to end things quickly and to help our now paralyzed teammate, I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Ooh. Okay.
So the snake makes a dex save.
Okay. Let's see. What is the dex on this? Oh, okay. That's not bad. Oh. Against what's the DC?
The DC is 13.
Okay. Yeah, he fails. It failed.
Fails. All right.
Rolled a 5.
Woo! I'm not
Okay.
the one whiffing it tonight or this afternoon, whatever.
The snake will be taking 13 fire damage.
Woohoo. Okay. Oh, we're halfway there. Okay. That gets us to Tick.
Yeah. Tick is a creature of chaos. Therefore,
Mm-hmm.
Fireball.
we're going to fire a chaos bolt at the snake.
Nice.
Okay.
That was a 12 hit.
That was a 12 to hit.
Yeah.
You miss.
Can I use a reroll, an advantage reroll, please?
We don't have a reroll. You can roll with advantage though.
That's
Yeah,
what I meant,
all
an
of it.
advantage reroll, because it gives me the second dice to roll with that I would have got by giving myself advantage.
Yes.
That.
Yep.
Cool.
6 one way.
That's not helpful. We still miss.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh well.
All right. Aurora? You're
Yep.
up.
All right. I'm gonna do a melee attack with my new panther claws. I'm gonna
Okay.
get them.
Okay. Feeling good.
19.
That hits.
Nice. All right. So I do 8 slashing damages.
Very cool. All right.
Mwah.
Chemo,
My little
you
pride
are
guy is doing well.
paralyzed, and now you are unparalyzed. You can act in the next turn. The snake is going to go after Tick now. What's your AC? Tick.
My AC is 13.
All right. So the snake.
So now that I'm not paralyzed and it's attacking someone besides me, I'm going to use my reaction.
Noise.
Okay.
Fighting style interception. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 2.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Okay. Snack whiffed Tick, so you can reduce 0 to
All right.
0.
Good. Go away. No bite.
All right. Okay.
Naughty snake.
Negative biting.
So negative fighting. All right. So Oregano, you are up again.
Yes.
Sorry, did snake bite?
Snake whiffed.
Snake
Ah.
whiff.
Sucks to be Snake.
No bit.
The snake got a 12. So got close, but no cigar.
Okay, we are going to keep the fire on Snake by casting Create Bonfire underneath it.
Ooh. Okay.
So it will once again make a dex save.
Okay.
Now, is this an effect that would like interfere with future melee attacks? Just for a friend.
I do not believe so. It is merely a 5-foot cube, and I believe it only affects whatever is standing there.
Okay.
It fails.
It fails. Okay. Then it will be taking 5 fire damage.
5 fire damage.
What?
Okay. And that takes us to Aurora again.
Does it?
Get
Did okay. I just want to make sure that we didn't skip
Oh, wait.
anything.
No, we skipped Tick.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say.
Bite it. Get it.
Is it? Am I going or is Star going?
It's Lady's turn.
Ladies. turn.
Okay.
I'm just being encouraging.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. I don't know who's who anymore.
For any of the biting going on, I guess.
Kitten. I have cat related interference, don't mind me. I think it's fine.
Story of my life.
We'll go with Ray of Frost again. 'Cause fuck it. Speed. That's a 24. Does that hit the fucker?
Oh, better.
Yes, it does.
Thank you. Right. 3 damages.
3. Okay. Getting there. Okay. Now it's Squeaky's turn.
I'm gonna do a swipey with my clawy.
Okay.
That one. I have advantage.
And yeah, we've got how many? We've got, if you take it, we now have 3 advantages left.
Well, that nat 1 can go over there in the corner. That's not much better, but at least it's not a nat 1. That's a 10.
10. Okay. You whiff.
At least I didn't whiff physically.
Star.
It's me. It's time to give him another stabby. I believe in myself. Stab him.
Caffeine's kicking. I'm sorry.
12.
12. That is also a whiff. The target number is 13. Wait, is it 13? Double check. Yeah, 13. Okay. Which brings us back to Snack, who's going to stay on Tick for a moment. He completely whiffs Tick, going
Wow.
back to Oregano.
Has the snake moved out of the bonfire?
No.
Okay, the snake has to roll a dex save again.
The dex save.
Roast.
Okay. It got a 19 on its dex save.
Okay,
Oh.
so it will pass.
Okay.
And I don't believe this is a half damage kind of save. So I feel like continuing to fluctuate temperatures on the snake will eventually cause it to break down. So we're going to ray of frost at it.
All right.
That is, oh no, that I'll take advantage on.
Okay.
Because that was a 5. That's not going to get us anywhere.
Down to 2 advantages. Got it.
Much better. That is a mod 20.
Modified 20. To hit. Yep, that works.
Yeah. Okay. And that will heal us a measly 2 cold damage.
2. Okay.
Zero.
Tick, you're up.
And again, we're doing Song of Ice and Fire over here. Mary, stop trying to take out the microphone stand, please, sweetie.
I will not.
18.
Hits.
4 to damage.
4. 32. Oh, I mean, sorry. That's how many hit points it has left. But
We're just slowly chipping away at the snake.
yep. Okay, Aurora.
My turn again. All right, let's not fuck this up. Let's pick a new die. Let's go with this one. Oh, that's a 22.
Woohoo! That hits.
Yes, you do. It was 1d6 plus 3. 7 damages.
7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kaimo? Star?
I believe in myself. I'm gonna get him this time.
You got it.
I got him. Okay.
Oh,
I did not get him this time.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh.
What'd you roll?
An 8.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Snake's turn.
Should have smited you. Should have smited you when I had the chance. What happened? I just brought down the power of God.
All right. Snake crits on Tick.
Oh no.
No.
Is now the moment? Is now the moment I should do what I wanted or I tried to do last time?
That would be a good.
Now
a
would
good
be yeah.
Okay, so let's roll that. 1d10 plus 2. All right, let's see. So 9. It'll take away
Okay.
9 of the damage.
Okay.
All right. Let me.
I assume that's me like slightly pushing them out of the way so they don't get quite as good a bite, I assume. But whatever.
So it rolled 9 damage. You protect against 9 damage, so it's a wash. But
Okay.
I do need Tick to roll a DC 13 con save.
It's gonna give you
Okay.
the Gorgon eyes.
Is that like Betty Davis eyes?
Yep.
Because con is definitely what we're good at. That's fine. We've got 16.
Oh, okay. Then moving on. Oregano.
Right. Snake still in bonfire.
Snake still on bonfire. So
Dex save.
Fails dex save.
Let's go. D8 fire damage. 2.
All right. 2. Okay.
2. And now ice. Plus 13.
13 hits.
Huzzah.
Woo.
8 cold damage.
8. All right.
We're working it down.
Working it down. This could be the last round. So then Tick.
Let's try a chaos bolt because I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, there's a natural ones.
Use advantage, use
Have we got
advantage.
have we got any
Use advantage.
advantages left?
Yes.
You think we got
There
2 or
are
3?
2 advantages left.
Mine.
Yoink.
All right. There's
That's,
1 advantage left.
That's an 18.
No way.
All right. That
That's
hits.
better. And that is a 7. Oh, I get to pick the damage. Ah. Let's go for more coldness. 7 of cold.
All right.
Is that a tarot card? 7 of coals.
All right. It's got cogs and stuff hanging out all over. It's getting down to the count.
Put those away. There are children here.
So that brings us to Aurora.
Yes. Okay, that didn't land in the thing. Ugh. 9.
Nope.
Nope.
Chemo.
Okay, I believe myself. I'm going to stab him this time.
You got this.
I believe in myself.
You can do it.
Okay. A 14.
That hits.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Well,
Okay, so I get 6, and now I'm gonna smite it. I'm done with this thing, and I'm really mad.
All right.
So my smite at this level is 2d8. So let's see.
Woohoo. This could be it. This could be the killing blow.
7. It's 1 short.
It's got
isn't it?
1. It's
It's
got,
got
1.
1.
ace.
Oh, come on.
Geoff, just kill the snake.
Yes, it does have just 1 hit point left, but in the interest of time,
Mm-hmm.
the snake is
I sneeze on it.
yeah.
There
You
we go.
sneeze, and the snake explodes in oil and gears and metal and lies dead. Defeated.
Yay! We did
Um,
it.
Yay.
Inside the safe, you find a book.
Another book.
Mhm.
This guy has a lot of books.
It's a very well-read villain.
Are we playing this as PG or PG-13? It does matter for what's in the book.
I see. The dirty Argonian maid. Understood. Okay.
Dan,
Well,
the powers that
PG-13.
say PG-13.
PG-13. Okay. It is inside the book are many risque drawings of tieflings.
Oh.
Mm.
I'm sure we could get a good price for that in the right market.
All right. So that's the bedroom. Are you going to continue on to the closet?
Yes. Oh yeah, I wanted to check the closet like an hour ago. Do this.
Okay.
Only I'm still a cat because I only get 2 wild shapes per long rest, and yeah, so I'm gonna stay a cat.
Okay.
I will follow the cat to the closet.
All right. Inside the closet, you discover a wide array of whimsical gnome-sized clothing and accessories, including oversized shoes and a belt with an absurdly large buckle. Strangely, the goblins didn't even take them, even though they would fit. Somebody roll a d6 for me.
I've got one right here. I got a 3.
Okay. Okay. You find 3 particularly a trunk with 3 cloaks in them. It looks like a costume kit with just a basic costume kit with 3 specific sets of costumes in there.
Okay. What are the costumes of?
They just seem to be generic.
Like a sexy nurse, or like a
Yeah.
T-Rex, or fireman.
Or a bunch of clowns.
The
or
inflatable T-Rex. Yeah, with the arms.
Yeah.
Does
Realistic latex horse head.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
BoJack Horseman.
my roll an Arcana check. Anybody?
Oh, I've got a +5. Holy smokes.
I'm good at that.
Okay.
That's a 19.
I got an 18.
18 as well.
Okay. So you 3 instantly recognize that these as 3 costumes of transcendence. So I'm going to break character a little bit to explain what these are.
Thank you.
The costume of transcendence is is a unique item to this setting that provides players with a second character sheet, and it's particularly valuable for small groups. The PC can temporarily change the party's composition to another. They can put on a costume of transcendence and become a different character.
Oh, okay, so like I could be a rogue all of a sudden.
Yes. As long as you are wearing that costume, you become that other character.
That's awesome.
I'm fascinated. What does this guy like to become? Like, I don't want to make any guesses. I'm going to say a tiefling. Like, I don't make any guesses, but like now I'm assuming. Like, I don't.
Right? Not here to yuck any yums, but like
I do want to take a guess.
right?
So, one is a moss elf ranger. One looks like a general cleric's vestments, and the other is looks like a sneaky rogue type person. So I am giving you a cleric, a ranger, and a rogue, should you need them at some point.
Nice.
Okay.
For the sequel.
For next year.
Remember
All
when
right.
they said that we'd have a problem with moss elves? You don't think this guy's going around false flagging town, do you?
I'm not going to.
I think you might be onto something.
You might be. All right. So that as you wander back out of the bedroom, and get to you see a doorway that leads to a set of stairs that would take you to the second floor.
Okay. I want to listen at the stairs to see if I hear anything. That's perception. Where'd my character sheet go? Oh, it's over there. Nope. Yep. I've got too many Chrome tabs open. Ah, damn it. I dropped my die. 11.
You hear some minor rustling upstairs, but it's like a cat walking around or something. It's not heavy-footed anything.
Okay.
It's probably safe.
Yeah, I don't think I could talk in this form, so I just sort of like go upstairs, I guess.
Okay. Are all of you going with your cat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you ascend to the second floor of the workshop, you now find yourself at the spell laboratory. The room is chaotic with chalkboards covered in complex and often incorrect equations, stacks of books piled haphazardly around the room, and double doors on the far side of the room hinting at further exploration. What catches your attention, however, is a pair of mirrors positioned in the center with a spell bouncing between them.
Oh.
Ooh. I think immediately upon entering spell workshop room, Oregano's eyes just sort of light up and sparkle as he suddenly excitedly is zooming between all equations and books, trying to find anything new to copy into his spell book.
Can I do like an arcana check to like see if I can tell what kind of spell that is?
Sure.
Okay. A 12.
Okay. So tell me.
Because I kind of like go up to it and I'm just kind of like watching it go back and forth.
Okay. The beneath one mirror is a peculiar device with a two-way faucet.
Okay.
Do you?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say more. I apologize. Yeah. You said a faucet?
Yeah, it's a two-way faucet, so you can turn it one way, and this is Alice in Wonderland. If you turn it one way, it does something. If you turn it the other way, it does something else.
Well, I don't currently have hands, but can I turn it with my paws? Or I'm bad at it? I don't know.
Okay. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's where I'm a Viking.
Oh boy.
That
Brain
didn't.
instantly melted.
14?
Okay. You get hit with the spell and you feel different for a moment, but nothing happens.
Oh, good. I was shaking. No.
All right. Are you if you want anybody can roll an investigation here and we'll
Can I similarly to what someone did before, can I try to arcana check this whole magic system thing to figure out what any of it is? Okay.
Yes. Sure.
Okay. 21.
Nice.
Okay. You realize that the spell bouncing between the two mirrors is a polymorph spell. And likely if you got hit with the spell, you would turn into, but it's a very specific calibrated spell. So if you got hit with it, you would get turned into something.
But I'm not able to discern what.
If you say this out loud, Tick's gonna pipe up and go, "I vote we get the goat."
Oh, goat! I like goat. I like goat as an answer.
I nod my panther head. I'm like, yes.
What if we put the goat in the middle and see what happens?
That's what I was suggesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We have found a use for the goat.
Are you
Sorry,
going to? All right.
Get the goat.
So you go get the poor goat.
Mm-hmm.
You shove the goat between the two mirrors,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
and the goat turns into a hummingbird.
Oh,
I mean, upgrade? Kind of?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, are you going to try turning the faucet the other direction? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, sure.
We've got an NPC.
You got an NPC. Put it in the chat. You figure out how you want to introduce him.
Unknown
okay.
ballet, standoffish but dedicated.
Okay. He'll show up in the next room.
Okay.
The last room. Okay. So you turn the faucet the other way, and goat turns back into goat.
Oh, okay.
So you have now deduced that if you turn the faucet one way and stand between the mirrors, you turn into a hummingbird, and if you turn it the other way, you turn from a hummingbird back to what you originally were.
I see.
That is
So the
is
goat was
interesting.
indeed always simply a goat. Good to know.
As far as we can tell.
So this mechanism exists entirely so that someone could turn themselves back and forth between hummingbird and base.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. Noted.
Okay. All right. Any other investigations?
So
I believe so.
and we're in AO6.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we sure Tick and Kaimo didn't want to roll investigation rolls?
Sure, I'll roll an investigation roll. I believe in myself.
Oh, 13.
13. Okay.
Let's see. Clear. Let's see. 11.
Tick finds on one of the tables a key labeled important, do not lose.
That's the best way to lose something.
Why
She
would you
picked it up
desk
with the
blank
mage
yourself?
hand because picking things up with real hands is for dirty people, and she has a Rubik's cube that she's just never stopped playing with.
I love it.
All right. So
We have a key. Good. Good.
you have a key. All right. Anything else you want to do in this room, or do you want to go through the other double doors?
You mean the door into AO7?
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay. As the heroes pass through these doors, they step into a quaint observatory filled with soft amber light. The center of the room stands a telescope and a standoffish gnome valet.
I'm glad they're still giving employment to real people in this shop. That's nice.
I kind of sit on my haunches and I wave my paw.
The valet kind of looks at you a moment and goes back to polishing the telescope, just muttering, Mr. Yellowstump is not here right now.
Yeah, we've gathered that. Maybe you'll know an answer to this because the lovely lady downstairs didn't. How long has he been gone, man?
Oh, just most of the morning.
Wow, they did all that downstairs this morning? Yikes.
They are ogres after all. All right.
I'm gonna start sniffing around the room.
Okay. As you start sniffing,
I rolled a 2.
Sniffing.
a toad in a waistcoat jumps out from one corner of the room and declares, "Hey, you! Yeah, you! You're not allowed in here. You better scram before my master turns you all into fat ogres."
I hiss at him.
I love amphibian rage. I'm gonna squat down to take a little better look at this boy.
Okay. He's a toad. he,
Does he look delicious?
Eat him. Eat him.
Do a little butt wiggle.
okay. He watches the butt wiggling cat for a moment, and suddenly a hint of nervousness gets in his eyes.
Uh-huh.
Oregano, Tick, you doing anything?
Tick's just watching this with mild curiosity.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
And he basically said, "Get out of here, or my boss will come." Right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Turn us into fat ogres, yes.
Bring it on, bitch. I'd say in meow.
And yet somehow the bitch manages to make itself well clear.
Swear words are universal.
It's true.
It's all in the intonation.
Mm-hmm.
Why fat ogres? I gotta ask.
Because he likes fat ogres, and ogres are available to are a good way to defend the city, of course.
They've done a bang up job.
Yeah, you can just turn some gnome elders into ogres, and then they can protect the city. If those goblins hadn't gotten a hold of the wand and started turning themselves into fat ogres, we would be safe from that pesky purple troll.
There's a lot going on here, man.
Oh, so the goblins have the wand.
So there's the bad guy troll, there's the goblins who came in and screwed everything up, and then there's the guy who's actually being more or less benevolent by transforming his friends into big thing. God, okay. I'm not that
Larry the Familiar has a lot of information if you want to ask questions. Or if you want to hand wave, I can just read it.
Oh, the toad is Larry. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
exposition at me,
following this,
Larry.
a small Spanish Inquisition would proceed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Mr. Yellowstump is a gnome wizard with a peculiar talent. He can turn people into fat ogres. Mr. Yellowstump is actually a kind and gentle man. He only uses, or gnome, he only uses his ogre transformation spell for good, like when he needs to scare off bandits or protect his neighbors. Despite his unusual talent, Mr. Yellowstump is a mostly respected member of the wizarding community, diligently working off his parole. He may not be the most reliable or smartest or strongest or wisest or reliable or smartest or strongest or wisest or reliable. Oh, wait, you said that. Regardless, he is known for his mastery of limericks, and the kids love him. Despite his good intentions, Mr. Yellowstump has had a few mishaps with his ogre transformation spell. In fact, there have been instances where he turned goblin raiders into fat ogres, causing chaos and confusion. That's what happened today. Some would say this has even made the situation worse. And so he is out trying. He is in the museum to try and save to try and find a way to save the village. He's not here. He's been going to the museum for the last couple of nights to try and find a solution to their ogre problem, but didn't come home last night. Larry doesn't think, but feels quite confident that he is safe. Larry is worried about his master and does want the heroes to end the chaos outside. Yeah.
Okay.
So
we got to get the wand back.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the most pressing thing. This purple troll guy seems to be like the enemy of the town and kind of a big bad, but like the immediate threat is the goblins that have the stick.
They said they wanted shinies. I do have 2 shinies I can give them now.
Ooh,
True.
let's go trade some shinies for a wand.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right. So in the interest of time, I'm going to scene montage. We got 95% of the way there. There was one additional room for you guys to look into, but it would have resulted in 4, 8, 10 goblins. And we obviously don't have time for 10 goblins. Right?
We can kill 10 goblins in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Has anyone got fireball?
I've got create water. We could drown at least 5 of them.
Yeah, there you go.
I could grease the ground and breath weapon on him.
I mean,
There you go.
Tick has a really good idea on what to trade, to get the wand back, and also to clear out the problem altogether.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a house. You can go and live in it. It's here, and points to the map.
Nice.
I have some
She
free real
mentions-
estate.
She mentions nothing about the void giant.
Oh yeah, sure. Why would you?
They have so much food there. It's so stocked. There's going to be so many snacks when you boys get there. It's just a short walk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you go outside, you trade off some real estate for a wand that they don't have. You find out that they don't have it.
Oh no, if they don't have it in that case, they're not they can go live in the house, but they're not getting the deeds.
Yeah. The wand will be discovered next year in part 2.
All right.
Right.
Along with Mr. Yellowstump and your tortoise shell cat. So
Nice.
that is chapter 1 of a Fistful of Fur. If we had probably 30 more minutes, we probably could have finished it out entirely and not fast forwarded this, but time is what it is, and we do want to be respectful of our next game. So In our last few minutes, does anybody want to do any shout outs, self promotes, general announcements?
No.
If you like this sort of chaos, come follow me on Twitch.
Yay!
I believe Lady and Rosie, you are both also running games this weekend.
Yes,
yes.
we are.
I'm taking the early slot tomorrow. Playing some goat crashes.
Nice.
Yes, I will be taking the I believe 4. Let me convert to mountain time. The 4 p.m. slot tomorrow. Running a game of Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Nice.
Yes. Very popular one that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I remember seeing the Kickstarter for Thirsty Sword Lesbians coming up, and I thought about backing it, but
It's a great time.
I have the books.
Okay.
They're very pretty.
I feel like
Yeah.
we've had that probably every year, if not just almost every year. We've had someone hosting that quite often in the Meowrathon.
I feel like Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Blades in the Dark, and D&D are always popular offerings.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. We're at 337 so far. Our next milestone is at 500. Let's see if we can get there soon.
Thank you, everyone, for the donations.
Yes, and thanks for joining us. And stay tuned. We've got Magical Kitties Save the Day next.
Nice.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye bye.